What's up, Internet? Welcome to this episode of the Synopsis. Today we are discussing Season 3, Episode 2 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D, Purpose in the Machine. And, Evan, how did you like this episode?
It was great.
Was it?
I feel like I like this one more than the premiere. I feel like this one had a lot more depth going into it than the premiere did, in my opinion, at least.
Right. Okay.
So, felt really nice.
I'll have to kindly disagree with you. Not that I did. I like the episode. The episode was good, but I still think I like the premiere a little bit better. It was a good episode, though. The opening, did it throw you off at all? I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah. Oh wait, what was the opening again? Just so I remember.
It was like the 1800 Lord people.
Okay, yeah. So I was in my kitchen when it was starting. So I looked at it and I'm like, okay, they showed the S.H.I.E.L.D. They showed what happened last episode, and then they showed that and I'm like, did I change the channel? did I change the channel? And then he like puts his sword in, and then he goes and then he's next to the monolith, and I'm like, oh, okay, no, this is the same show. They're just
exactly
very far behind for some reason. I'm like, okay, this is fine.
Yeah, I had no. I watching that, I was trying to think. I'm like, what the hell in this show could be that? Like, what could this be in this show? I don't understand. But then they're like, oh, okay, so we're getting some history with the monolith. Like, they're like people used to send other people into it. It was like whoever drew the short straw. It was like, well, bye bye, have fun, like get out of here. Like, I don't know, dude. That confused me for a bit.
That means there were other people that were going through that scenario that Jim was in.
Exactly.
And with a sword, they just know about boats. That's all they knew about. That's all they knew
just
about.
Boats. That's all you need, though.
They just didn't know about aliens.
I mean, not on a desert planet like they were on, but you do need boats, right?
Yeah, you need boats.
After that, they went back to where they left off last episode, which I thought was really cool with Fitz. Again, seeing how close that was.
Still freaking out.
Yeah. That was cool. Like I said last episode, I did like that scene, and I liked how we went back to it, and it didn't try and go around that at all. I thought it was pretty cool. But what shit? What did I write? I'm looking at my notes, and I wrote to infinity and beyond. But I don't. Oh, that's when they agreed. So they figured out Gemma was in space and stuff, and like, all right, we're gonna go get her. I'm like, oh, they're going to space. Let's go, boys. Yeah. They didn't go to space, sadly.
I mean, one of them did, kind of.
True, but man, I wanted them to be Buzz. They need to be Rangers, dude. To infinity and beyond.
Spaceships.
Speaking of that, when they were like all going off to where they were going and stuff, and then Coulson goes to Hunter. It's like, you know where you're going. I'm like, don't kill Ward, please. We talked about this. You can't let him die. Don't let him die.
Can we go to Ward for a second?
Yeah.
Oh my god, do I love his character.
I love Ward, dude.
It keeps happening over and over again, but he's the best villain they have right now.
Aside from Loki. I like Loki.
Aside from Loki, but like, he's just, like, the way he was fighting in the boat scene, going after Von Strucker's son, was like, he completely took initiative. Like, that was like, it was the best fighting scene.
I mean, they were invited.
Not the best fighting scene. Yeah, they were invited. It's like, I'm invited. He punched the guy in the face.
So before, with the kid, with Von Strucker's son, because as I said in the Flash, did I say it in the, I don't know if I said in the episode, but I was watching with my sister, so I wasn't paying attention too keenly to some parts, and it's my fault. I'm not watching with my sister anymore. But did we know before, so when they were torturing him, and then he goes like, "Do you know who I am?" He was like, "Yeah, you're Alexander von Strucker." And then, did we know that was Strucker's son before that or no?
I think they came because they were taking pictures of him and they were like analyzing him beforehand. So I don't think it did, but it might have like come up on whatever they were scanning him on that it was Von Strucker's son. But I didn't know, at least. I guess I wasn't paying attention enough, but I didn't know at least that it was Von Strucker's son until he was beating up the guy with
Yeah.
whatever he grabbed. He grabbed something and started wailing on him, and then Ward came in
Mhm.
with his tacos,
Well,
which
yeah,
is
he's
nice.
got tacos. I got tacos, so we do these. Um, with that though, because when they said, "Oh, you're Alexander von Strucker," I immediately, because I think I was writing a note down or something, and then I immediately looked up. I'm like, whoa. So, because I really like,
Makes sense.
I mean, with the amount they built up Strucker in for with the little bit they did in Agents of Shield, and then for uh Age of Ultron, I'm just like, oh, okay, so he's gonna be a decent, formidable opponent, and then Ultron just fucking kills him. I'm like, real? You're just gonna throw him away? And I like how they're somewhat going back to Strucker because I thought that was a lot of wasted potential that they could have used, especially for the show. So I like that they went that route. But yeah, I'm just like, oh, Strucker, cool, let's go. That I like how Ward's like, because you can tell that like, especially when Ward goes like, it's your world now, kid.
Mhm.
Like you can tell that like Strucker's gonna be like, he's gonna start thinking about how he can manipulate Ward, but I don't think Ward's gonna let that happen whatsoever.
Yeah,
I think Ward is,
he's got everything on lock. He's
yeah,
got everything under control.
I think Ward is literally just going to be like, he's gonna let him think he's gonna be like one of those manipulators, like, oh no, yeah, you're doing what you're doing. No, you're not. Hi, I'm here. Like,
Yeah,
and that's what I love about like, especially like you said, Ward's character is so good. Like, it's just
amazing.
I love from what we see so far with how manipulative he's gonna get and how he's becoming a straight up leader with
Mhm.
Hydra. Especially that first scene with him in the car. I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be real fun because, like I said last episode, I love Brett Dalton, so this is gonna be
Good.
great. It's gonna be fun. And
Oh yeah,
I said I wasn't gonna say that after we rewatched last week's episode. This is gonna be fun.
yeah.
I said that too much, but I've already said it like 3 times.
Yeah, well, you know. Also, speaking of good characters, Professor Randolph
Yes,
was
I'm
amazing
so happy they
in
brought
this
him back.
episode. He was awesome. Like, as soon as you see him, like, in the jail cell, and then he rips up the door, and then he turns around and goes, he did it.
He did
He ripped it
it.
off. That was... How'd they even get out of that situation? Like, they didn't show at all.
Shield,
The show,
Fury,
they did it.
yeah. Shield did
They
Captain
just gotta have
America
him.
on speed dial.
Just
Hey,
broke out
Cap.
a random criminal. Let
Oh
it
yeah,
slide.
they're
Let it
fine.
slide.
I mean, Coulson probably just took off his hand. They'd be like, oh fuck.
Oh,
So, oh god. Um, and I remember also going back to last week's episode. I couldn't figure out what to call Rosalind's group, and it's just a task force. It's just a
yeah.
simple
It's
thing called
just
a task force that my mind couldn't come up with. So, thank you for that, Agents of Shield.
yeah.
Let's shift
Creative.
gears. I want to shift gears and go over to May,
Mm.
and because we did get a little bit more backstory from May, and we got a little bit more. I don't want to say character development, but we got to see the behind the scenes of how May, like, she's surprisingly insecure. I feel,
Yeah.
and I didn't.
She really strives to not be like her mother as her father. What's the actor's name? Because
I could look it up.
he's in so many things. I don't know his name, but every time I see him, I get a really big smile on my face. I'm like, oh, that guy's awesome. Like,
James Hong.
yeah,
James Hong.
he
He's in
like
a bunch of shit.
whenever he was like saying like, oh, you do that just like your mother. She was like,
Shut up, Ted. Damn it, Ted.
they,
Stop bringing up
she really
mom.
doesn't want to be. She wants to be herself, not like her mother. But
Hmm.
everything she does is like, even cutting a cucumber or whatever it was. She even did that like her mom, which was weird. But it was like, whatever.
That was real cool. They need to do
That
that. I want to see an episode of May just cutting fruit.
it was also very loud.
Yeah,
That
it
was like the
was.
loudest part of the episode.
It really was. It was interesting. Now he's in a bunch of stuff. He was in Kung Fu Panda and Mulan. The more
Hmm.
you know. But no, like, but especially with her first scene with Hunter, you can kind of, she's like, "Don't fuck with me, Hunter. I'm out." That's it. This is my and you kind of like at first when Hunter brought up the car crash that hurt her dad. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, did she do that so she can get out of doing Shield? Did she do that? I don't know why I thought that, but like it was like, because the way she was the way she was playing it, especially with her facial features in that particular like conversation, the back and forth when they were sitting across from each other, she looked nervous. She's like, oh fuck, what the hell's happened? Like I got a really weird vibe from her, and I think I like it. I think I like how
she's showing some sort of emotion, which is nice.
this is true.
Which is very nice.
It's a first, not a first, but like it's
We know what the first was. We know exactly what the first was.
yes, we do, and it was fun. Again, the word fun. I'm gonna stop saying fun.
The word fun. Need a fun counter.
I'm. You know what? I'm doing a fun counter now, and each time I say fun to bring up the fun counter, it's gonna count towards the fun counter. Notice how many times I'm saying fun counter now.
It's hard.
Let's do the secret tunnels because that's what I wrote down in my notes.
Tunnels.
I literally like because that after that it went straight to commercial. I'm pretty sure, and I just turned to my sister. I'm like, secret tunnels, secret. She's like, I hate you. I'm like, no, you don't. That was cool. It was like I remember when they got in there and Fitz turned on all the lights and stuff. I'm like, this is like the 1800s, right? They got like a moving floorboard and everything. What the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
Like,
someone was obviously in there before that, though. After that, though, obviously. But
which is why I want to know how the real Shield of last season got their hands on the monolith. Because if it was in there, how they know something, or else did it go through someone else before them? But like, I'm interested. I want to know why Bobby didn't know about this. I want to know why Mac didn't know about this. I was thinking about it. I'm like, are they trying to do something? What are they doing with? I don't understand. Like, I don't even know.
I guess they just wanted to show how long it's been around. Maybe.
I guess so. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea. That was interesting though. I'm just like, what? I need answers, damn it! And we're probably not gonna get any, or we have to wait till the end of the season to get answers.
Yep.
Which sucks.
I just want to go back to that planet because she was running away from something. There was something up. There was something up there.
Especially, okay. Before I get to that, actually, I want to say the one thing that annoyed me with this episode was Fitz jumping in. Cool. Fitz is doing some stupid shit lately, whatever. But then
I know exactly what you're saying.
The end of the line, he reaches out and they hold hands. Oh no! Oh, they slipped. Oh no! Oh, they grabbed hands again. Oh, maybe no. They dragged that on a little too long.
It doesn't make sense that both of them would appear in that dust.
What doesn't make sense
at all?
What doesn't make sense is because they were nowhere like with that amount of line, they were nowhere near where Fitz came out, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that they were nowhere near where they came out. How the fuck did they both get back? I'm just like, oh no, shit. Now is Fitz there? Now they're gonna have to try some other thing, and then Fitz pops out. I'm like, and here comes Gemma. Yep, there we go. There's Gemma. Okay,
like,
cool.
How'd they even get out of that? Because that wouldn't make any sense at all.
It was that and the fact that just the hand thing went on like 2 cuts too much. Like, we get it. Yeah. They're about to slip. They might not do it. Coulson saying, we get it. You're creating tension, but like, I don't. It was a little thing, but it was like, But other than that, I don't know. I like how Sky did it. Sky's.
I mean, Daisy. Her name.
God damn it.
Her name is Daisy.
I feel like Coulson, damn it.
I was gonna say something, but I forgot because of that. It's gonna hurt. I'll say something.
Well, okay, no. I'm gonna say what I was gonna say about Daisy, not Sky. But like, I feel like she's still like, even though like last episode we talked about how much she changed. Like with that showing that you're like, no, I'll do it. I can keep doing it. And it's like, She's still like the same old Sky that she was.
Yeah.
She wants to do things for other people. I'm like, Sky, I no.
You can even see that she's still the same old Sky when she's talking to May's ex-husband. What's his name
Yeah,
again?
Andrew
Yeah,
Gardner.
when
Gardner.
she's like, oh, I don't want to like
Yeah,
go
yeah.
into like a psych or anything. And then she's sitting on the couch explaining everything to him. She's like, ah, this is happening, isn't it?
I feel like I wanted to see. Speaking of Andrew, I wanted to see a little bit of Joey this episode. I thought I would have liked to see a bit. I want to see some melting of beams and see if he can melt steel beams. But that's
He wasn't
besides the
paid.
point.
They couldn't pay him enough.
They couldn't pay him enough. um. Yeah, and then also I like again going back to Sky and Andrew, like it got to the point where Sky is just like, I need to help them. Yeah, what my mom did was good, but even that wasn't enough. I want to be there for these people. And I'm
Yep.
like, Sky, you do like I feel like her and Fitz this season, I feel like are going to be just like, man, you guys are too good for this.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Like they don't care about themselves. They care about everyone else, and I like that. I like, I don't know, dude. I like it.
Also, Daisy once again showing why what's the point of the gauntlets? What do they do?
The fuck if I know,
What do they
man.
do? What
It's
do they
like
do? Are they just there for like visual effects or something?
they're on her
They,
costume.
like they had a costume budget, so they just threw something on.
She's like, Coulson, I need a costume. Good to go talk to Mac. All right. Oh, fuck this joke. Hold on. When what did Mac say to Sky after the thing broke? He said that's it. Something that sounded like Trip, and I couldn't hear because Adriana was talking.
Well,
I don't
I
know.
don't even
That's what I heard. I
I
don't know
don't
if I
remember
heard.
that at
But
all.
she like after she collapsed when the monolith broke. Max said like, "Don't worry, something." I don't know what he called. I want to go back and rewatch it because I don't know what he said. But I mean, I'm probably making a big deal over it. It's probably just like a nickname or something. It's probably a nickname. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's making me sad. But I'm just like, why is? Because what I heard was Trip. I'm like, why is he relating her to Trip? Didn't he like barely know Trip? I'm confused. Hold
Yeah,
on. I don't know. I'm making a big deal over nothing
Miss
again.
Trip now.
I'm a rip Trip.
Miss Trip.
Rip Trip. The thing with Hunter and May at the end when they got Gemma back, I giggled at. I'm like, Hunter. That was funny.
Very nice.
I enjoyed that. He's like,
Well,
"Oh, let's go get some beers. Let's go."
yeah.
Whatever he said. Fitz, you beautiful. Whatever. I'm just like, yeah. Hunter and uh, Hunter's getting up there are my favorite characters, along with on Flash, Professor Stein. Like both of those characters are very like just because of like I feel like their comedic stuff's really good, and I also like their characters like separately. Like they're very slowly creeping to the like towards the top of my list, and I
Yeah.
like it. We talked about Strucker's kids.
I also really like that Gemma's back now because
Yes.
bringing back to the fact that we don't know what she was running from, we can actually find out what she was running from, and
True.
maybe learn something about it from what she saw. Because when she woke up, it was like she was being hunted almost. Because when she woke up,
With a
she
stick.
had a stick in her hand,
Sharpened stick.
and she like immediately lunged forward and like tried to stab somebody. So maybe she was like maybe in this like most dangerous game kind of thing where she
Maybe.
was like being hunted for fun. Maybe we don't know, but I want to see. I want to know what was going on up there. I really do.
I was watching because Collider, the guys who do movie talk, they just started to do TV shows reviews and stuff, and they were doing Shield, Arrow, Flash. They're doing pretty much what we're doing.
So they're copying us. That's what you're saying.
Maybe. But they did a pre-show, like a preseason thing before like 2 weeks ago before S.H.I.E.L.D. aired, and they were just talking about S.H.I.E.L.D. or no, I'm sorry, it was after last week's episode where they were talking about like, oh, what the hell's going on with Gemma, and then one of them brought up that it's not a Kree thing, it's a Skrull thing, And because you know scrolls, right?
It could be a fake Gemma.
Like, that's yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
But
But I mean,
then like I thought that, and then she put her head on his leg, and I'm like,
yeah,
okay, so maybe it's not. But I like the scroll theory, man.
we need more.
We need more. We need
We just need
answers.
more.
We need answers.
We
Gemma,
just
what were you running from? I don't know. That was cute though, when she's just like, Fitz. Like, I feel like they're finally gonna stop beating around the bush this season. Finally,
something.
finally. Like, that was a big thing. Like at the end of season 1 and then season 2, they're just like, maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe. I'm just like, shut up and fucking do it already. You know this is what you want. Just get it over with, goddamn. And I'm happy that, especially like when they were in the dust and she just like curled up into him, and then when she laid her head across his lap, like,
Yeah.
all right, finally we're gonna get some progression with these two, and I'm happy for that because I love Fitz and Gemma's pretty cool, so I want them to be happy, even though they're not gonna stay happy probably by the end of the season. We'll see what happens. No one can stay happy in these shows, right?
Mm.
And I wanted to bring up Professor Randolph has heard of Inhumans before.
Yeah, they just left a complete cliffhanger out of that. Like nothing progressed out of that. But what is he talking about?
Like, this is gonna be fun. There apparently maybe back when he first came to Earth, there were Inhumans and stuff like that because he's been there for 1,000
Yeah.
years, right? Like, I want to see how he can help with this situation. Partially because I love his character and I kind of want to see him in more episodes. I want to see him hang around.
He's a good character.
He is, and I want to see if he can help the Inhumans and what he can help them with.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be cool. I want to see. I want to see more, like you said. There needs to be more right now.
It's to be more.
Let's just skip to next Tuesday,
Just
right?
more. We should.
Yeah. You don't need to go to Comic-Con, right?
Okay, well.
We don't need to watch
You
it,
don't
right?
usually-
Uh,
I mean,
I mean, it was last season.
from what we've seen so far,
Yeah,
might be.
yeah.
We'll see how it goes tomorrow.
Um.
Also, Von Strucker's son is in the
Yeah, that's what I'm
college
about to bring up.
class with Andrew.
Garner, yeah. I want to see how Ward, because if Ward, like, we know May's with Hunter now, but if Ward uses him to get to Andrew, oh, you bet May's not gonna stop. That's gonna be real fun to watch because I want to see those two go at it again.
Mhm.
That was real fun. I want to see another nail through his shoe and his foot. It's that's gonna be. I'm gonna say it, but that's gonna be real fun to watch. Because that legitimately is like.
Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. is fun.
It's just
it's
fun,
a fun
dude.
show.
It's a fun
It's a
show.
fun show.
It's a fun show.
Yeah.
That just added so much to the fucking count. Oh jeez. Okay. No, but because we already know Hunter doesn't. He wants to put Ward in the ground,
He wants things done.
and if Ward fucks with Andrew, he is definitely going into the ground, which will then make us sad because Marvel will only have one good villain left.
We have so many chances.
Oh boy.
You know, we
Okay.
gotta give Ultron these witty one-liners, you know? This menacing
I'm
villain.
not Stark.
This
Murr.
menacing villain who's trying to kill everybody. Random one-liners every 10 lines.
You want to save the world, but you don't want it to change.
It was-
Right? Right? That's not a one-liner?
But no, not the one-liners,
That's
but the comedic ones.
I know. I know. I was being stupid.
Shut
No, I don't want to shut up.
up.
All right, I think we're done with this episode. Overall, are you gonna give it a rating again? Are you? Because you gave last week's a 9, and you like this one better. So where are you going with this one?
I like this one better for different reasons, though.
So, but where are you going with this rating, huh?
We'll give it a mystery out of 10. No one will know yet.
Oh.
It's in here.
Oh, it's in there.
It's in here. It's a
Okay,
mystery.
that's real
I'll
slow.
let the fans decide
That's real
what my
slow.
rating.
What did I give last week? 8.5. I'll give this one like a 7.
Seven.
I'll go
Okay.
a point and a half below. I mean, it was good. It was still a good episode, but I think there was some part like I feel like the pacing was a bit weird between the ward stuff and then some other stuff in the episode. I just thought it was a little bit off. But overall, I loved it. It was good. You loved it. It was good. General synopsis. Oh.
We're gonna have to leave again.
Alright, yep, we're done. So thank you for watching Synopsis once again, everybody. I guess we'll be back with this week, and peace.
Bye bye.